Imagine pulling up to your own driveway, ready to escape a suffocating suburb, only to find the HOA queen has chained your moving truck like it's her personal prisoner. But here's the twist that turned her throne into a jail cell: that chain unlocked a cascade of her own dirty secrets, exposing a fraud so bold it made the whole neighborhood erupt in righteous laughter. In the sun-drenched cul-de-sacs of Willow Creek Estates, a gated community in suburban Dallas where every lawn was manicured to within an inch of its life, life seemed picture-perfect. White picket fences gleamed under the Texas sun. Kids rode bikes in endless loops, and barbecues filled the air with the scent of sizzling burgers on weekends. But beneath that glossy veneer lurked a web of petty rules enforced with the zeal of a medieval inquisitor. Signs dotted every corner: no unauthorized planters, grass height, 2 inches max, approved paint colors only. It was the kind of place where freedom meant choosing between beige or eggshell for your garage door. Enter Alex Harper, a 55-year-old software engineer who'd called this pressure cooker home for a decade. After losing his job in a corporate merger, whispered by some as a downsizing disaster, Alex decided it was time to cash out and start fresh in a quiet cabin upstate. He'd been the quiet type, nodding politely at block parties, paying his dues on time, even volunteering for the annual holiday light setup. But rumors swirled like autumn leaves. Alex is dodging debts, he's fleeing some scandal, probably embezzled from his old company. He heard the whispers at the mailbox, saw the sidelong glances from driveways. Alex bit his tongue, documenting every snide comment in a private journal, his sharp eyes missing nothing. He knew silence was his shield, for now. Across the street reigned Gloria Vance, the HOA president who'd clawed her way to the top 5 years ago. Gloria was the epitome of polished tyranny, pearls around her neck, a perpetual smile that never reached her eyes, and a clipboard that might as well have been a scepter. It's all about maintaining standards, dear, she'd coo at meetings, her voice dripping with faux sweetness. But her standards were a farce, fining folks for bird feeders that attracted unsightly wildlife or demanding $100 for non-compliant welcome mats. She quoted bylaws like scripture, twisting them to suit her whims, all while pocketing administrative fees that mysteriously vanished. Gloria feared nothing more than losing her grip. Her husband had left her years back, calling her a control freak, and the HOA was her empire. When Alex submitted his move-out notice, 30 days in advance, fees cleared, she saw red. "We can't just let anyone disrupt the harmony," she emailed the board, her words laced with that passive-aggressive venom. But Alex? He smiled inwardly, filing the email away. The game was on. The trouble ignited on a crisp Saturday morning, the kind where the neighborhood smelled of fresh-cut grass and brewing coffee. Alex's moving truck rumbled up at 7 a.m. Burly guys in overalls stacking boxes with efficient grunts. Gloria burst from her McMansion like a storm cloud in yoga pants and an orange HOA vest, her face a mask of righteous fury. "Stop right there," she barked, waving her measuring tape like a lasso. The lead mover, a guy named Raul with tattoos peeking from his sleeves, paused mid-box. "Ma'am? We're just loading up." Gloria jabbed a finger at the truck. "This vehicle exceeds our commercial size limits per Section 12D. And those boxes, have they been inspected for community assets?" Alex stepped out, coffee mug in hand, his voice calm but edged. "Gloria, it's my stuff. Furniture, clothes, old photo albums. Nothing HOA related." She smirked, pulling out a form she'd clearly printed that morning. "Oh. But dear, those photo albums might contain neighborhood event pictures. That's communal intellectual property. Hand them over for review." Raul chuckled under his breath. "Lady, you serious?" That's like claiming my grandma's recipes 'cause she shared them at a potluck. Gloria's eyes narrowed. Mock me, and I'll cite you for verbal harassment. Now, Alex, sign this waiver or face a $500 fine. Alex crossed his arms, his mind racing through the bylaws he'd memorized weeks ago. No waiver needed. Bylaws say moves require notice, not inspection. You're overstepping. She leaned in, her breath minty from obsessive gum chewing. Overstepping? I'm protecting our values. People like you. Running off after stirring rumors, it's disruptive. The jab stung. But Alex just nodded. Rumors you started. Gloria? Like how I'm fleeing debts when my house is paid off. Her smile faltered for a split second. Then she spun on her heel. We'll see about that. By noon. Orange cones blocked his driveway. Unauthorized zone signs slapped up like graffiti. Neighbors peeked from curtains, whispering. Alex photographed it all. His patience a coiled spring. As days ticked by, Gloria's antics escalated into a farce of absurdity. Each move dripping with that ironic pettiness that made you laugh through gritted teeth. She blasted an email to the entire neighborhood. Beware, Alex Harper is attempting an illegal relocation, potentially endangering property values. Attached? A photoshopped image of his house with a foreclosure sign, crude but effective. Likes and angry emojis poured in on the community Facebook group. What a deadbeat, one commented. Alex's phone buzzed with texts from old friends. Dude, what's this about you skipping town on loans? He replied minimally. But inside, he seethed, compiling screenshots. Then came the sabotage. His for sale sign vanished overnight, replaced with a quarantine, pest infestation notice. The realtor called in a panic. Buyers are backing out, rumors of termites. Alex traced it back to Gloria's anonymous tip to the pest control board. Clever, he muttered. But he didn't confront her. Instead, he dug deeper, pulling old HOA minutes from the public portal. Discrepancies jumped out, missing funds for the playground upgrade, consulting fees to Gloria's cousin's firm. His late wife, accountant who'd passed from illness 2 years prior, had flagged similar issues before her death. Watch that woman, she'd whispered on her sickbed. Alex honored her by waiting. Watching. Gloria's control freakery hit new lows when she showed up at his door at dusk. Flanked by 2 reluctant neighbors she'd bullied into witness duty. Emergency audit, she declared. Clipboard thrusting forward like a bayonet. Reports of unauthorized modifications. Alex blocked the doorway, his tone mild. Like what? Gloria? My new curtains? She huffed. Those curtains aren't on the approved color list, could devalue the street by 2%. One neighbor, Mrs. Ellis, shifted uncomfortably. Gloria. This seems excessive. Gloria whirled. Excessive? Or necessary for order? You want your fines doubled for that overgrown rosebush? Mrs. Ellis shrank back. Alex interjected softly. Interesting how order always benefits your wallet. Huh. Those missing pool funds, where'd they go? Gloria's facade cracked, her voice rising. Slander. I'll sue for defamation. But as she stormed off, Alex noted her trembling hands. That night, his security cam caught her sneaking around his yard, measuring his fence with that damn tape. Click. Click, each snap a desperate grasp at power. The next day, she filed a bogus complaint with the city, claiming his cabin purchase was funded by ill-gotten gains. The seller wavered, But Alex provided clean financials. Stalling her. Whispers grew, Gloria's losing it. She doubled down. Calling a special meeting to discuss the Harper threat. There. She preached from the podium, we must unite against disruptors who flout rules for personal gain. The irony hung thick, her own rules a shield for theft. Alex attended. Silent. Recording her hypocritical rants. Laughter bubbled in his chest at her pompous gestures. But he held it in. The tension built like a pressure cooker. Her lashing out revealing cracks in her armor. The boiling point erupted on moving day redux. A humid Thursday where the air hummed with cicadas and suppressed rage. The truck arrived at dawn. But Gloria was ready. Chaining it to her own mailbox with industrial length she'd Amazoned overnight. You're not leaving with community assets, she shrieked. Her face beet red. Vest askew. Alex emerged. Phone in hand. Assets? Like my socks. She rattled the chain triumphantly. This truck's blocking communal airspace, violation. Raoul the mover snorted. Airspace? Lady. This ain't NASA. Gloria ignored him. Dialing 911 dramatically. Officer. Theft in progress. He's stealing our aesthetic harmony. The cops arrived. Two weary patrolmen who'd clearly dealt with HOA nonsense before. Ma'am. Unchaining a truck isn't theft, one said. Stifling a grin. Gloria puffed up. But per bylaws, the officer cut her off. Bylaws don't trump property rights. As they unlocked the chain, Gloria lunged for Alex's keys. These grant access to neighborhood blueprints. Alex dodged. Her grab turning into a comical flail. Blueprints? You mean my grocery list? Neighbors gathered. Some chuckling openly now. But Gloria. Cornered. Blurted. He's a fraud, rumors prove it. Alex's voice dropped low. Me am I slicing through. Rumors you spread to hide your embezzlement? Like the $10,000 for landscaping that went to your spa days? Her eyes widened in shock. The crowd murmuring. She stammered. Lies. I protect us all. But the mask slipped. Her moral lectures exposed as greedy nonsense. Alex presented his folder, bank trails. Witness statements from bullied neighbors. Here's the real thief. Gloria's face contorted in panic. Her empire teetering. The cops perked up. Ma'am. We'll need to see those records. She bolted inside. But the damage was done, her overreach had handed Alex the win. In the aftermath, as federal agents, tipped by Alex's daughter, an IRS auditor who'd inherited her mom's sleuthing skills, swooped in. Gloria's downfall was a spectacle of schadenfreude. At the emergency HOA meeting, packed with every resident and news crews outside, she tried one last stand. This is a witch hunt, she wailed from the stage. Waving forged docs. But Alex's daughter stood. Badge flashing. Actually, it's fraud, $150K siphoned to your shell company. Neighbors gasped. Then applauded as cuffs clicked on Gloria's wrists. But standards, she sputtered. Her confidence snare melting into home loan. Fines reversed. Funds returned. New transparent leadership elected. Alex drove off to his cabin. The neighborhood's cheers echoing. Gloria got 5 years for wire fraud. Her empire auctioned for community upgrades. Justice tasted like sweet revenge. Her petty rules buried under real law. So, was Gloria the villain protecting order, or just a bully exposed? Who's really the Karen in a world of absurd rules? Tell me in the comments. Did she deserve it? Or is the system to blame?